Okay, so right now you have a really easy game because your enemy just sits there and is really lame. So let's just make him a little smarter. So far, every single thing that we've done has been to put code into the brain of the fish, right? So the fish forever is moving. He also has something that's waiting for you to touch a shark, something that's waiting for you to touch a starfish. What I want you to do now is let's click on the shark. Now, the shark in his brain, in his scripts tab, he has still a little setup that says, when the game gets started, go here, point yourself down. What we want to do is we're going to just give him some movement. His movement's going to be fairly simple because the user doesn't control his movement. What we want him to do is we could say forever. Then in his motion tab, we want him to move forward. So move 10 steps means he's going to move in the direction that he's facing. So right now, if I told him to move 10 steps at this moment, he's going to move down. Right? Now, the bad thing is he's going to do that forever. So if he moves down forever, then it's going to be kind of lame. So what we want is, there is this crazy useful thing in your motion that I can't find right now. It is, right there. If on edge bounce. And we're going to put that right here. So forever he's going to move, ask himself if he's on the edge. Move a little bit, ask himself if he's on the edge. Move a little bit, ask himself if he's on the edge. He's going to repeat that forever. And anytime, so it's taking him several moves to get down here. But eventually there's going to be a time where he says, yes, I'm on the edge, and he's going to bounce. So all that did really was give you a more challenging game. So pause me, catch up, make sure you get that, and then give it a test run. Right? When you run the game, that shark is now, he's not very smart, but he's moving around. And he does get in the way. Now the only weird thing that we don't like here is he doesn't seem to know when the game's over. Like when I touch him, he keeps going. When I touch the starfish, he keeps going. Now, what we need is for a way for the shark to understand that the game's over. Like, it's time to quit, dude. Stop swimming around. So, what we're going to do is, let's do this very similar to what we had with the fish. Let's grab another one of these dudes. And then, what we're going to do, because we can know, here's what's weird. The shark can detect that he's touching the fish, but the shark cannot detect that the fish is touching the starfish because he's not in that equation. So the shark can't tell when the other two dudes end up touching. Does that make sense? So I just can't, there's no way for the shark to know that they have won the game. Exactly, because the shark can't tell when the fish touches the starfish. But what the shark can do is he can tell when the background has changed. Now, I say that, but I can't really remember where that is. Okay, here we go. If you hit your events tab, then what you're looking for is when the backdrop switches. So first of all, see this dude? I lied to you. I don't want him. So let's hit your little delete dude and go cut him. Sorry, I lied to you. What I want you to do is say this thing, when the backdrop switches to, and then you could do either way. You could say when it switches to lose. Well, maybe. There it is. You can say when it switches to anything. So let's say when it switches to lose. When the game is over and we have lost, why don't we say that I would like to stop. I don't want to stop everything. Well, I want to stop everything else that's happening in the sprite, which is this movement. So again, these two things are happening kind of at the same time. When they start the game, this is happening. This is waiting for you for the background to swap to lose, and you're going to stop that movement script. So now this shark, he's just looking at the background all the time, saying, is the background on the losing screen? Is the background on the losing screen? It's not. Now it is, and so since the background swapped to lose, then you're going to stop your movement. Pretty handy. Now what I want you to do I want you to pause me, make sure you catch up, and then I want you to do the same thing for when the backdrop switches to the win screen. Try that for me now. Put me on pause. Okay, that was pretty easy. You just have another one of these things that says when it goes to win, then you stop your other sprites. And if you want to get fancy, you can, again, play with this, get a little creative. You can play some sounds if you want to. You could put some words like what's he going to say. I think I might do switching his costume. Now let's look at his costumes. He's got Shark A, Shark B, Shark C, right? Shark A, B, and C. C is the sad one, and A is the mean one. So when when I already forgot. When they lose the game, I actually want to switch to Shark A. When they win the game, the shark should look sad, which is Shark C. But then if I'm going to go messing with the way he looks, I should also put something here that says when the game starts, switch him to normal, because otherwise he will get stuck in some stupid look. So that he's on Shark, his costume is number B, or letter B. When I get here, it switches, so he closed his mouth. If I try again, when I win, he should look sad. Oh, so sad. Okay, what you have here is a basic game. In the next video, I'm going to show you just a little bit about how you could add some walls to this, which would be kind of cool. So I'm going to see you in the next video, and you will have kind of a maze, which will be kind of cool. So I'll see you in the next video.